Hi guys, in this video I'll be giving my thoughts on a recent video put out by Punk Rock MBA, and the video I'm talking about is the truth about stoner rock and doom metal. And before I continue, I will be leaving links in the description to check out songs by CRYPT and even links to check out my Instagram and Twitter pages. There you get to see what songs I'm listening to, as well as what my band merch collection looks like. My introduction to stoner rock slash doom metal was in my late 20s, and the bands I got that helped me get into it were Paradise Lost, My Dying Bride, Anathema, their earlier stuff, Pallbearer, Cathedral, Candlemass, High on Fire, Bongzilla, just to name a few. Now, in the video, Finn McKenny does mention the song Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath. This is off their Master of Reality album, and it was released in 1971. And I can understand why he refers to Black Sabbath as dad rock, because anybody who was of age at the time in the early 70s and was into rock slash metal would have been likely a Black Sabbath fan. And people who got into Black Sabbath early on in their career are probably old enough to be my parents now, or even grandparents. That being said, I do like a bit of Black Sabbath here and then. Which metalhead doesn't? He also talked about Sleep, and he made references to the album Don't Smoker, and I actually love that album. But looking closely at the album cover, it does reference the magazine Heavy Metal, which was this epic fantasy magazine out in the 80s. But looking closely, I kind of see the cover in a different light. It's very reminiscent of the Fremen tribes in the sci-fi fantasy Dune. And if you know, you know. And in regards to emphasis on verse over songwriting, if a musician or band wants to prioritize verse over songwriting or the other way around, then that's down to them. What it really comes down to is whether I like the music or not. And now here's where it gets a bit serious. And I'm not gonna lie, but when it comes to the weed and alcohol aspect of this genre in particular, there is an emphasis on it there. But that being said, I'm wise enough and smart enough to know that I'm better off not touching the green stuff. And oh yeah, the song Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath actually refers to the green stuff. And if you know, you know. That being said, I do like a few drinks every now and then, but not to get completely blackout drunk. Being said, if I was completely high and intoxicated off my mind, then how would I be able to hold down a 40-hour job? How would I be able to lift weights most days before I go into work? How would I be able to cycle 6 miles to work and then 6 miles back home from work and be able to put out consistent YouTube videos? Alright, I will admit that I haven't been as consistent recently, but I'm working on it. I've been a bit more consistent on my Instagram. Go and check that out. In regards to the band I Hate God, I can understand Finn's concerns around that band and how being a gateway is a negative thing. And the reason I understand where it's coming from is because the topics that I Hate God that they touch upon are misanthropy, suffering, drug abuse, crime and poverty. So I can understand the concerns there. But that being said, I'm pretty sure that most people who are I Hate God fans are pretty well-rounded. And I'm not trying to generalize. Like, I know who I Hate God are. I haven't really listened to them like closely, but I don't want to make too many assumptions. And where I profoundly disagree with Finn here is that if you're a massive fan of this music, then you've given up on life. From what I just told you seconds ago about how I live my life in terms of what I do, in terms of me holding down a day job and staying fit enough to do that job, do you think I've given up on life? I haven't. I've been through some rough experiences in my life, but I know there's so much more life for me to live. So why would I do anything stupid to jeopardize that? So yeah, the conclusion I'm getting at is that you can listen to stoner rock slash doom metal and still be a well-rounded person. It just comes down to the choices that you make individually. So on a more positive note, I'm gonna list some bands for you to go and check out. Original Conformity, CKY, Electric Wizard, Mastodon, Neurosis, Orange Goblin, St. Vitus, Crowbar, Evoken, and YOB. There you have it, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.